Hi guys, here we are. We're at St. Clair College and we're here to review Captain America the Winter Soldier, in which we see plenty of Black Widow's side boob.
That's not tasteful.
I did really enjoy this movie. I'm glad that they tried to go the political thriller route. I didn't think it was as great as some of the people who'd already seen it told me it was. There was a few things I didn't like, but overall I was impressed by it. Amanda, what did you think?
Well, being the first Marvel movie that I went and seen in theaters, I really liked that it was unpredictable. Like, usually I hate going to see a movie and literally every 2 seconds you're like, oh, this is gonna happen, oh, that's gonna happen. This movie, the entire time it was like, holy crap, what's gonna happen next? And every 2 seconds I was not let down. Something exciting was happening.
I actually really liked it. There was some, dry spots where, obviously they needed filler, but most of it was fantastic, action-packed, kept you guessing what was going to happen next. It was rather enjoyable.
My favorite part of the movie was the Winter Soldier. I came in, I had no idea what it was about, and I walked in and the Winter Soldier was just like in my face. It was amazing. I thought that he was the coolest bad guy that I've probably seen in forever. Like, I'm not gonna go better than the Joker type thing, but in badass terms.
You've seen this movie twice in 24 hours. Talk to us. What do you think, Becca?
Definitely worth going to see twice in 24 hours for sure. If not for anything other than Black Widow, which was my favorite part of the whole thing.
Alicia, what was your favorite part of the whole thing?
Yeah, my favorite parts were the really strong female characters. They really brought up their game in this movie. They kind of led up to hopefully maybe having a female-led Avenger movie this time, because Black Widow, she killed it in this.
Speaking of the Joker, I felt a little bit of Dark Knight influence, a couple of shots with Winter Soldier, a couple of twists in the plot. I felt a little Dark Knight, which is, pretty much every blockbuster steals a little bit from the Dark Knight. I actually want to say that however good this movie is, I still think Marvel has a ways to go before they can match the quality of Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy, but that's just me.
I'm glad that it's not just superhero movies. Like, it's not the genre of itself. Every movie has its own genre with a splash of superhero. Iron Man 3 was sci-fi, Thor had its fantasy, and Captain America was a political thriller with superhero touches splashed all over there.
Sure, and there was maybe one cheesy superhero moment, and that's when they recruit Sam Wilson, and then he tells them, by the way, I'm a superhero too. I've got these wings.
Just so you know?
Yeah. Amanda, as far as I know, you're not a comic book reader, right?
No, I'm not.
Okay, so now does this movie make you want to read any comics?
Actually, it does. It kind of got me excited. So maybe it's the start of something new.
Maybe you can read the Captain America Winter Soldier graphic novel, right?
Yeah, maybe.
Awesome. And are you excited for more superhero movies?
Oh, definitely. I'm totally ready to just get in line for the next one.
The first Captain America was a pretty good movie. I thought this one was better. What do you guys think?
Definitely better.
Yeah?
Definitely better. I thought, well, the first one was a great origin story, but there's only so much you can do with Captain America's origin story. And it's a great story, but this one just had so much more action and depth, I think.
I've been reading Captain America comics for 30 years. I felt the buildup of knowing Bucky was dead for my whole life. Then they brought him back as Winter Soldier. Now you, Alicia, only seen 2 movies. Do you think that's enough of a buildup, or character development, whatever you want to call it? What do you think?
I don't think it was enough of a build-up, just because Captain America so this is only set 2 years after the Avengers movie, so he hasn't been defrosted all that long. So he hasn't been conscious for when Bucky has been gone most of the time, so he doesn't kind of have as much time to mourn him as he would have, say, like in the comics.
Winter Soldier himself had so many great qualities, and a thing that I really wish that he would have done was not talked the whole movie. From the time that he came on screen to the time that he spoke his first word, he was so intense. And I just love the subtleness of his metal arm. There's a scene where Black Widow stuns it and drains the power out of it, and Bucky his arm drops. You just feel how heavy it is and all the machinery that is inside of it. And when he's holding Cap's shield back, you see all the plates sliding together and interlocking, so it just becomes one solid mass.
So, Becca, what was your favorite part about Falcon?
Anthony Mackie is a phenomenal actor, and I really, really liked him. He's also very phenomenal to look at, but I thought it was amazing. I loved the suit. I loved the mech wings. I loved the fact that he had these guns and he could just flip them, and it was so cool. I loved it.
My favorite part was his wings. I thought it was like really cool, just like the whole construction of them. It was very well thought out about how they were going to be used. Like if he was gliding, he could actually like unattach his arms to the wings and like be shooting and stuff. And then all of a sudden he just like slips his guns back into his holster and like redoes the wings, and now he's flapping. And it was just, I don't know, it was really well thought out. I liked
It was really smooth, the animation and everything for it.
The fight scenes were just incredibly choreographed. You know, there's a knife fight is a knife fight, but that was just something completely different, right?
The fight scenes kind of dragged on a little bit. Some of the lines were a little cheesy.
And Amanda, you're in for the next superhero movie?
Oh, 100%. I think I'm just going to start watching them all. Get started.
We've got a fan here. Great. Okay.
The only problem I have, where's Red Wing? I wanted Red Wing. I missed Red Wing. Where's his telepathic link to his Falcon? Can that be in the next one, please?
Thank you for joining us for our review of Winter Soldier. Comic Book Syndicate. Assemble.
What's wrong? Sorry, it's Armando. Armando, we're in the middle of filming. I'll call you back.
Why do you have your phone like?
I don't know. It should be off. I know. I'm sorry. Okay, two very big. Wait, 1 second.
That's all. That could be a lot of things.
I know, eh?
Too very big.